Hello guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time we're doing a live stream and it's late at night. There's just a couple of things I wanted to talk about, a couple of things I wanted to update you guys on, and I just haven't done a live stream in a while, so I figured might as well do one. So let's go ahead and get started with some of the things I want to talk about. The last live stream I mentioned that I was going to do a Bumblebee kind of adventure thing, and I was going to have a collaboration with other people. I'm still trying to work out the details because, well, someone kind of sent something to us, and it kind of made me think about the rules and whatnot because it wasn't exactly what we were looking for. And I know someone's going to say, well, you're just being nitpicky or something. I don't know. I get that feeling that someone's going to say that. Basically, or to anyone who may think that, I mean, I just want the collaboration to go well and look decent enough. It doesn't always have to be this fantastic looking animation for each person, but at least not like a dark room with 1 frame per second with no sound. Um, so there's that. I also wanted to mention something that happened on my fan page recently. I won't say the person's name, but someone clearly has issues with Cyberverse, the new show, and constantly tells everyone that this show needs to be canceled. Well, I constantly tell them that, okay, that's not fair to everyone else just because you don't like the show. And they go on and on and on about how the show needs to be canceled. Basically, one thing led to another where I ended up getting called out. Like, I'm told I'm an idiot and I'm stupid for thinking about this or that about Cyberverse. First of all, to the person that says that Cyberverse needs to be canceled, you are like, I don't want to say the only person saying that, but there's like, from what I've heard, you are the only person that I've heard say that. Everyone else who saw Cyberverse actually enjoyed it more than they thought, or just thought of it as whatever. I think this person, who I won't say the name of, is kind of overreacting on the show. They really are. But that's not the main thing. I had to ban them from my page, not because of their difference between what they thought of Cyberverse, but because they decided to call me an idiot. And it's like, okay, that's going to go well on the page, right? You call the admin an idiot, guess what's going to happen? And and apparently the person has had issues. I won't go into detail on them, but that's not safe for the rest of the page. Okay, I don't care if you have something going on right now. It's the attitude, the reaction is not safe to the rest of the page. So I had to ban that person from the page. If you go to a page disrespecting the admins, guess what's going to happen? So I recently, where in a Facebook group, someone called the admin a complete moron, and guess what happened? He banned him. So no surprise there. Yeah, Cyberverse Grimlock does kind of suck, though. I will say that. But yeah, I just got tired of it. Angela Fernandez Baker, Dank Starscream, Cause for Alarm, William Roses. I'm sorry, this eye is kind of messing up, so I can't really read too well. Mine 2022, MP Conzi, or Cons, Renfire's Transformers Reviews and Stuff, CX5, Gotti Scroll Productions, Little Clorox Bleach. Let's see. V Revolticon, happy birthday. Matthews J. Sorry if I mess up your name. I'm having a terrible time reading and stuff. Oh, Fury Birds 11, The Falcon from Hell. But yeah, I'm having problems reading stuff lately. I haven't been doing a lot of videos. Now you're probably thinking, well, you're doing all the before it's out. Well, the before it's out videos were filmed in a day, and then they were just all posted, whenever. I had them all on schedule, so I didn't really have a lot of time talking about figures and whatnot. So when you see the Cyberverse reviews, because I've made videos for that, I don't know when they're going to be posted though. But when you do see them, I kind of fumble on my words. I'm kind of worried that that's what's going to happen when I talk about the new Studio Series figures, which, yes, I have planned on doing a video on, but I'm going to do a separate video on that. I don't feel like talking about it right now. I got the Cyberverse Shockwave. That so far is the only figure I care about. That, and I think I kind of like that Scout Class Starscream, but I'm not sure if I really want it. There's also the Starscream with the missiles that I kind of like, and then the Warrior Class Starscream just to make a bad review on that. But yeah. I mean, I don't care for the Optimus. I don't care for the Bumblebee. I don't care for the large Grimlock or whatnot. It was mainly just for the first wave Shockwave. And then there's also the Ultra Class Shockwave coming out that looks pretty good. I like how I say I'm going to do a video on Studio Series later, the new figures, and then people keep asking me about those figures. What do you think about the Bumblebee prequel comic? I don't really read the comics, but I did see that Astro Train, Run Amok, and one of the Sharkticons were in it. I think that's cool that Astro Train made it into the comics. I know that Blitzwing apparently is going to have a triple change form. He will have the tank mode, apparently. I'm not sure if that will follow through with the movies, because if you look at the design of Bumblebee in the comics, he doesn't have the face. So I don't know if they're just doing that for the comics, and then later on they're going to change it. Also, the comics could be based on concept art. Yeah, that's the funny thing. No matter how many times I would say something about Cyberverse or just whatever in general, I would be wrong, but yet everyone else would also be with me on something. So that didn't make sense. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of Studio Series figures that were shown at Fan Expo Canada. And again, I will do a video later on about it. If you want to look it up, go on TFW 2005. They have the photos. Or go onto my Facebook page, Transformers fan page. You'll see it there. That's the extent of what I'm talking about with the Studio Series figures so far. I actually, no, I will say that I kind of didn't want Studio Series to do the Last Night figures right away. Just because we just came off of from the Last Night. And we're going into a series that has figures for Dark of the Moon, Age of Extinction, Revenge of the Fallen, the first film, whatever else. So I'd rather them focus on releasing. I know they're doing the World War II Bumblebee, but honestly, I would have preferred them doing a Soundwave from Dark of the Moon. However, I gotta say that I do kind of like that figure, but again, I'll talk about that later. I'm just talking about the Last Night in Studio series in general. I don't really want them to do an Onslaught right away. I don't want them to do a Dreadbot right away or Mohawk. Maybe later in the year they could do it, but I just want them to focus on more Dark of the Moon, first movie, Revenge of the Fallen, and Age of Extinction characters. No, I don't think they'll do an NPM Sentinel Prime. With the current Studio Series figures, they're like the first, or Studio Series, the NPM figures, they're more or less like the first film. And it's like the main characters. Like you got Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, Ironhide, Barricade. They're the most recognizable characters from the line. And Sentinel Prime was just seen in one movie. I'm not saying it's impossible, but he's pretty complicated. Do they really want to push for that, or do they want to go for something like Ratchet or Jazz or Megatron or Starscream? I don't think they're going to do Sentinel Prime right away. I would like to see an NPM Bone Crusher, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Or an NPM Brawl. Go to TFW 2005 and you'll see the new Last Night figures. Moving on. Can you do a custom Transformer? I'm in the middle of working on one, but I'm taking my time with it. I want Studio Series Dinobots. I got the Scorn and I got the new Grimlock. They don't need to do another Scorn because we just got a new one from the Last Night. So whatever. But Strafe and Slug would be great. Apparently they said they were doing a Bone Crusher. I haven't heard anything of that yet. Maybe that would be the Voyager alongside these new Studio Series figures. Who knows? Yes, I did hear that they're making a scrap metal. I want to make a correction about Mirage and Megatron. There is a image going around of a supposed Studio Series Deluxe Dino, Mirage, and Voyager Megatron based on Dark of the Moon. Those images are fake. The Megatron that was seen in the image is a custom that was photoshopped into a background. The Dino, the main torso, is a custom figure. The arms and legs are, I guess, something else. You can actually tell because the legs are copied and pasted between both sides, as well as the arms. And you can tell from the backdrops, the images are poorly photoshopped. Like I don't want to, make the creator feel bad, I guess. Although he's, I guess, trying to. Although I don't know who the original creator was, if he's just trying to create something fan-made, or if he's just trying to pass it off as news. If he is trying to pass it off as news, then I don't care. If he's just trying to create something that he enjoys and didn't intend for it to go off as news, it's poorly photoshopped. I'll just say that. It is. Because you can see it as a flat image, and you know how those Studio Series backgrounds have the two walls and then the back. The two walls, it doesn't come across like this. It just comes across as either two larger photos or it just continues in a straight line. Or it just continues straight on. And then not only that, the number on the corners are photoshopped. You could tell because there's a giant square around the number that they just added in. So it's not really a great Photoshop. I mean, as a fan thing, it would be cool to see that, but I can tell past it that it's not a real thing. No, I don't think Stinger could be remolded into Dino. I mean, it's possible, but I don't see it. Maybe. I guess it's got the legs for it. Yeah, I like Alien Attack Barrage. I need to review that. I'm trying to get all these commentary videos done so that I can just work on other videos like Canadian Reviewer and whatnot. Studio Series Hot Rod. Who wants that? I don't. Again, with the last night, I don't want them to focus on the last night right now. I want them to focus on the other 4 films. I got Hot Rod right here. I got him with a custom weapon. I mean, I like my Hot Rod. I understand why people don't. I got to review the last night Bumblebee, the Hot Rod. Because I got the last night Bumblebee, although I'm kind of scared to transform it because it looked like it broke on one of the hinges. Although I don't think it's going to snap anytime soon. I'm just kind of nervous on that. But yeah, I really like that figure too. The last night Barricade, Hound, Scorn, Megatron, Steelbane. I don't know why I never reviewed that. Because I should have. I've already done Cogman. Some people are pissed that I got Cogman. And yeah, Cogman was pretty much everywhere at some point. Let's see. Dragonstorm, Infernicus. I think that's everything from the last night that I have that I haven't reviewed. Oh, Barricade, did I say? Yeah, I believe I said Barricade. And that's not including any of the tiny turbos. You lucky son of a scrap. Even I have not even seen Hot Rod here other than flip and change. Look at, I think, Ross or Ollie's. If you have any of them anywhere near you. If we get Studio Series Onslaught, it would probably be in 2019. Probably, but I don't care about Onslaught, so. It was a really terrible character. Studio Series Wreck-Gar Scoop. What? You know that the bearded fellow is not Wreck-Gar. I like how everyone says, no, that is Wreck-Gar based on the animated alt mode. It's like no other Transformer could be a junk truck. And also, Wreck-Gar originally was not a junk or a garbage truck. Wreck-Gar originally was a motorcycle made from scrap. Studio Series Galvatron, I could see that happening. Do we need it right now? This is what they need to focus on. Hatchet, Dino, Wheeljack, or Mirage, Wheeljack. I love your whole collection. Thank you. What else do they need to focus on? I think a Shockwave would be cool. I think a Sentinel Prime would be cool. Trying to think of Age of Extinction. Strafe would be cool. Slug would be cool. Have you wooched the last night? Don't know what wooched is. I've watched the last night. It's a terrible film. Again, that's another character that we just got. Why would we want a Studio Series Crosshairs? Studio Series Driller? Nah. Feel like Driller would be the backdrop if we ever got a Shockwave. Yeah, apparently we're going to get a Studio Series Scrap Heap or something. Scrap Metal, which is one of the Constructicons. God, there's a lot of figures I need to review. I've not reviewed any of the Titans Returns leaders that I've got. I've got 3 of them. I've not reviewed Jetfire yet, and I want to. NPM Bumblebee, MP Prime, Sideswipe, Shockwave. I got KO, MP Silverstreak, Nemesis Prime. The Nemesis Prime is Universe Classics. Prime Dreadwing. Don't know why I haven't reviewed him yet. I've had him for years, probably. Soundwave from Beast Hunters. Dark Steel. There's a lot from Robots in the Skies. There's a lot from Titans Returns. I mean, I've reviewed the Wheelie. I want to review the Shockwave. I don't know. The next reviews are Farage, the Wave 1 Legends that I have not reviewed from Power of the Primes, and Starscream from Power of the Primes. So we'll just have to wait and see. I want to do another Voyager after that. I don't know why. Okay, well, SS also stands for Starscream. I don't care. We all know what it means. Oh, that's a good point. At what point are we going to get the other Studio Series Bumblebee movie figures? Actually, you know what? I just realized I think they might be Toys R Us exclusives. And it's going to be like the same thing on Transformers Last Night, where you had Steelbane and you had a Megatron and you had a couple of other figures, Infernicus and whatnot, as Toys R Us exclusives. What if Blitzwing and who's the jet chick? Dropkick Shatter could be Toys R Us exclusives. Actually, what if we get a retail Shatter and then we get a Toys R Us exclusive Shatter and Dropkick that are the jet modes? Toys R Us exclusive or whatever else would be exclusive. Because I know it's gone in the US, but in Canada it's not. How many Transformers have we reviewed? From the show that I've got right now, from the series, we're up to episode 250, so I guess do the math. I'm offended that you have TF in your name. Can you stop using it in your name, please? I'm easily offended and want to tell others what to do. V, I don't know if you're referencing what's going on in the chat right now or if you're referencing what's going on in the fan page. Because I don't know if you caught, someone just kept on getting offended by Cyberverse and whatever it does, and basically called me an idiot and whatnot and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not going to get into too much detail. Movie 1, Xbox, Allspark Mutant Studio Series. You can't say SS! Stop! Trying to think of what else to talk about. There was a couple of other things. I'm working on getting those commentaries up because I have chill commentaries for Transformers Prime. I got to work on the video for the Bumblebee collab so that people can start entering for that. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else to talk about right now. I do like my Cyberverse Shockwave. The only thing that really bothers me about it is no head articulation. Like, it seemed like an easy thing to do, but no, let's just not give him any head articulation. It's like, okay, cool. I don't care about the hollow legs. I really don't give a shit about that. I don't care about the hollow arms. I don't give a shit. Because a lot of other Transformers do the same thing. It's not a big deal anymore. It never was for me because I just didn't care. I barely even notice half the time. But it's just that damn head. That's all it is. That's all it needed. It would have been fine. The upcoming new Ultra Class one has head rotation, so that's good. But I do still like the Shockwave. I want to review it, but I got so many other reviews I need to do first. Oh shit. I feel like my Walmart's gonna put in the Studio Series and Megatron pretty soon. And I feel like they're also gonna put in the deluxes of Wave 2 soon. Because they've gotten rid of most of it. It's just there were, last I checked, 3 crowbars. These Halo figures are part of, I believe, Series 6. I have not found Series 7, and I need that freaking Carter figure from this line. So they put in Series 6, and then they bring in Series 3 again. Series 3 has been spammed in my Walmart for the past while. And I think that Mattel is purposely trying to push the Series 3 crap so that they could just get rid of it. So same thing with the minifigures. They constantly put it in Challenger series. They don't move on to any of the other series. And I think Mattel is purposely doing that because some of the little scan things, some of the price tags show the name for the next series. Damn it, Mattel. Just give us some new shit. No one's buying any of your old shit because we don't give a flig. Technically, he does speak, apparently. He says, Decepticons attack, and that's it. I found Inferno at my Walmart. Never picked it up. It's on Amazon, so I don't really care. Collect the monster trucks. No, not even the Hot Wheels have changed. The Hot Wheels are just always the same. They can't get rid of the Hot Wheels that they currently have. There's like a bin in the back that still has the same damn Hot Wheels they've had for the past couple of months. And then on the pegs, they probably stocked up once. Oh shit! Oh shit! Hot Wheels more like Cold Wheels. My Walmart sucks. I found the G1 reissue hot rod. It was $40. $40, and yet I am tempted to get it. Hot Wheels are just repaints now. I don't care. You know how many Hot Wheels I buy because they're repaints of a good toy that I like? You know how many Camaros I have? Probably have 5 slingshots. Fandango is just a van, and yet I probably have about 8 of those. And I'm looking into getting another one. I have one with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Deco on it. I have one in orange. I have one in yellow. I have one with some electroshock thing from the Spider-Man series. I have one of that in card. I have one of the Pawn things, Hot Wheels cars. I might have another one, but that's about 6 right there. So, and I'm looking into getting the 7th one because they put one out in the store. Do I look like I care for repaints on Hot Wheels? No. Don't say Frozen Wheels because that's going to be a crossover. Yeah, it was, if you look up Fandango or Fandago or whatever it's called, there's one with Yu-Gi-Oh! Decos on the side. My Walmart has Robots in Disguise figures and mine is terrible. Mine just got rid of Robots in Disguise because they had to put them on sale for about $10. Man, I can't wait for the Cyberverse figures to be on clearance. A part of me wishes that the last wave of Cyberverse, at least for Warrior Class, is going to be either good or bad. Good because if it's good, then a lot of them are going to be on clearance. I'm sure of it. And then I get to just grab a whole bunch of them because I don't feel like getting a lot of Cyberverse figures. And if they're bad, then I get to review some pretty shitty figures. And that's going to be fun. There was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster truck way back in the day. Yeah. Like I believe the figures that were on clearance were Twinferno and Windblade. Because my Walmart had a shit ton of Twinfernos. As much as people were trying to find Twinfernos at Walmart, I think there was I think the last shipment of Robots in Disguise figures that they made was just pretty much mostly Twinfernos. Because at my Walmart, they would have about probably 10 Twinfernos and maybe a Soundwave, maybe a Windblade, maybe the Winged Optimus. I'm just reminded of my review of Twinferno and how I wasn't too kind with it. And people like the toy, I get that, but I definitely have my reasons for not liking that toy. I mean, go back to the review if you really want my opinion, but the legs are pretty terrible. The alt mode is not good. The coloring is just awful. God, there's a lot that I need to review. Let's see. Deployer Drift, Deployer Fracture, Deployer Crazy Bolt. Don't know why I never reviewed that. Minicon Bash Breaker. Was it Ransack or something? No, that's back or forth, whatever. Glacius, Swelter. Actually, all the Minicons I have not reviewed yet. Legion Fix-It, Warrior Bumblebee, Sideswipe, Optimus Prime, Takara Jazz, Takara Ground General Viacon, Drift, Grimlock, Windblade, Fracture, Megatronus is in the other room. Quill something. Quillfire. I think that's what his name. I just totally spaced out. Thunderhoof, Scorponok, Paralon. I already did Bisque. So Ratchet, Scatterspike, Masked Windblade, Starscream, Alpine Strike Drift, Bludgeon, Stormshot, Skywarp, and Soundwave. And then that 2-pack Drag Strip and Wild Break. So yeah, there's some RID figures I can review. I would like to do just catch up at some point. Not really focus too much on some of the new figures. Just play catch up. Just get whatever Transformers Prime, RID figures. Just review those. Oh no! A box fell. Dude, why dose? Why dose? Hasbro never barely make any Bludgeons anymore. Grammar is superb. I don't know. Because they don't care. Legend's not really that important of a character, although I think they should bring him back. I'm kind of pissed off that they didn't do anything with the Drift and Bludgeon in Robots in the Skies. Instead, they had a different character named Shadow something. It's like you had the opportunity to have Bludgeon in the mix. No, let's bring in the Shadow something character. But of course, we got Blast Wave. Cool. I guess. Anyone give a shit about Blast Wave? I like the toy, but in the show, he was just in it for an episode. I know this is weird, but how about a Studio Series Bludgeon from Brawl? I don't think so. Brawl's got this lanky, weird look to him that just doesn't really work. See ya, V. Oh no, it's Shadow something! Blast Wave is a little nice, only the toy though. Yeah, I like the toy. Personally, it flows a little better than Bludgeon. I don't like the orange on Bludgeon. I like the blue on Blast Wave a little bit more. It's muted. It doesn't really pop out, but the Bludgeon figure just doesn't feel consistent. I'm not sure how I feel about the green head on Blast Wave, but I don't know. I kind of like it more than Bludgeon. And people got upset with me or corrected me saying that, no, Blast Wave is obviously Blast Wave, not Bludgeon, when I thought that they made a mistake with the name and the Oddbot logo on the sticker. But I mean, come on, that was intended to be Bludgeon. We all knew it. Tell me you are joking. There is no way we're getting Flavels. Yeah, apparently we're getting, and that's coming in wave 1 of what's the new line? Siege, War for Cybertron. That's going to be in the first wave of deluxes. In fact, I think that's going to be the only Decepticon deluxe from wave 1. I wonder if in wave 2 we're going to get more Decepticons though. Because, I mean, I could see Chromia and Ironhide being the only two of the wave, but I feel like we should have at least one or two more. I'm certain that we're going to get Starscream down the line, and he's going to be a Tetrajet. I hope they make him a Tetrajet. If they don't make him a Tetrajet, then they have wasted the opportunity. Although at the same time, I kind of feel like they probably won't and just make him kind of flat. I don't know. I'm picturing the look of what the War for Cybertron Siege Starscream would look like. And I just picture it, it's got the main wings, but then the whole top part is just flat and boxy. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But I know we're getting a Megatron. There's a rumor that we're getting a leader class Shockwave. I don't know if it was just confused with the Ultra class Shockwave, but I think we're getting a leader one. And I hope we get a leader class Shockwave. I love my Shockwave that I've got for Masterpiece. But I just want to see what the leader class one will look like. I really do like that Masterpiece Shockwave. I have him on my shelf right now. He's a little shorter than my Optimus Prime, which is fine because I paid probably double for that Shockwave. But man, I love that Shockwave figure. I understand why some people don't, but I really like it. I don't have the sound wave. Studio Series Jetfire! I've not seen any announcement or anything like that for Jetfire. The Power Master Optimus Prime from Leader Class. I'm looking at it right now. It's a cool looking figure. I like Six Shot. You know what? I feel like Shockwave could be a remold of the Six Shot. What else do I want to talk about? I reviewed the Nitro Zeus figure. That was probably the last review of last year. It's a good toy. I like it, but I definitely had my issues with it. If you look throughout the review, there's a lot that I complain about. I want them to do Omega Supreme. But what I will say is this. Transformers has been kind of just spamming the market with their toys. And it sucks because a lot of the stores don't really carry, like, let's take, for example, Wave 2 didn't really have good distribution because they were still trying to get rid of Wave 1. But my problem with Transformers nowadays is, let's take a look at the whole line. You have Deluxes, Voyagers, from both Studio Series and Generations. You have Legends, which is now going to be the Micromasters. You have the Target Masters. You have the Leaders. You have the exclusives, and then you've also got Cyberverse on top of that with the Warrior class and whatnot, Ultra class, and then you've also got these Evergreen toys coming out, and you've also got the Cyber Battalion figures that are Walgreens exclusives, and it's so damn much. So I think next year, I'm probably just going to get the Transformers that I really want. So I'm not sure about... I want to get the Hound. I want to get the Cog. I want to get the Flywheels. But the Ultra Magnus, if I don't need it, I might not get it. Shockwave I want because it's Shockwave. I want the Micromasters. I don't really care too much for Target Masters. Obviously, Cyberverse, if there's a toy that I'm interested in, I might get that. The Ultra Shockwave, maybe the Windblade, maybe one of the Seeker molds. I like Thundercracker and Acid Storm, so maybe those. Because apparently Thundercracker's been out. It just randomly happened. Suddenly a Thundercracker came out. I don't know how I'm going to get that because I'm not sure if Thundercracker is meant to be an exclusive just like the Studio Series one. But if you notice with my Transformers collection, I like getting the Generations or the Generations Power of the Prime stuff, but a lot of them have just kind of sucked lately. You know what's funny and sad about the Shockwave figure? You know what is absolutely sad? Is that recently with a lot of Transformers, I have problems with tabs and pins and whatnot and joints and stress marks, and it's just been a crazy mess. Just an absolute mess. Shockwave is the first figure in a while that doesn't have any of those issues. I don't know if it's because it's such a simple toy that it doesn't really fuck up anywhere. The only thing that's really wrong is a piece of plastic that was kind of frayed or something that just kind of strayed off to the side that is pushing the leg out. But it doesn't really, it actually tightens up that joint. Other than that, I haven't had to shave down anything. I haven't had to put a hair dryer to it. I haven't done any of that whatsoever. So what does that tell you? I don't know. I'm just getting tired of it. I do want the Nova Star figure, or whatever she goes by the name of. I know we got Nova Storm in Robots in Disguise. Yeah, that Seeker, that Femme Seeker in purple. Yeah, Nova Storm. I want the Studio Series Ironhide. And to anyone who's freaking out and being impatient about, oh, where's the Masterpiece Ironhide? It should be up by now. Where? Have a little bit of patience. I see people freaking out like, oh, they canceled him. No. They never announced anything about them canceling it. If it was canceled, they'd stop putting it in toy shows and whatnot. They didn't stop. I find that funny that people were freaking out about the Barricade too. Like, oh my god, did they cancel it? Even while Barricade got released. Yeah, Barricade was released in Toys R Us Canada, I think during Christmas. But I could be wrong about that. Actually, yeah, I think I'm wrong about that. Either way, he's been out for a couple of months now. And I think it's been since April now. At the very least, I think it was April. And just as he came out, actually quite a while after he came out, people were freaking out about, oh, is he unreleased? Is he canceled? Clearly not. Onslaught, bigger door. Then again, characters in different universes are always going to have reasonable differences from each other. Yeah, but I hate Onslaught from The Last Night. And why do I hate Onslaught is because he did jack shit, was a reuse of the Onslaught design, or long haul design, and just basically died. And that was pretty much it. And I wanted them to put Onslaught in the spotlight in the films for the longest time. just to have that happen. So, if I'm being honest, I don't care about Studio Series Onslaught. Can someone tell me when that bigger door quote gets funny? Oh, hey, Starscream is Dorito because he's a triangle and Doritos are triangles. It's funny, right? Hilarious. No, I don't care if Onslaught didn't combine or whatever. I really didn't give a shit. I would have preferred him to combine, but just have Onslaught be some military-esque character. That's all you need to do. Have him stern, have him look cool. And they fucked up. I hate that Dorito joke. Yeah, me too. I actually do. It's played out? Oh, it's been played out since 2007 when that joke was made. I'm pretty sure the people who are making that, oh, Starscream is a Dorito joke, probably just caught on to, hey, Numa Numa exists. Oh, hey, cool, spider. I think that's a spider. Oh, there's the spider. Probably missed. Oh, well. Trying to think of what else to talk about right now. I can't. I literally can't think of anything. Oh, I did a question thing on Transformers fan page and got a lot of results. A lot of responses to it. So I thank you guys so much for that. I think I'm gonna wrap up this video pretty soon. I'm obviously boring people. Let's see. Nemesis Prime is still on Amazon Canada. I want to get that. Oh God, you're nerds. I am seriously trying to think of what else to do right now. I got a Discord server. If anyone cares. People keep asking me, oh, maybe you should have a live stream with your Discord chat. I don't know how to hook it up to where you can hear the Discord chat. It's not just like, oh, yeah, okay, click. Thanks, Starscream. Are you sure you're talking about Arachnid or Black Arachnid? I want them to do Scorponok during Siege, but I think the next one should be Omega Supreme. Because they have this whole gimmick about weapons and stuff, and how you can disconnect things and parts form with all the Transformers. So I feel like Omega Supreme would work perfectly in that line. Plus, also, Omega Supreme can work with the Micromasters. He can work with the Target Masters on like attaching weapons to some of the platforms, maybe even the rocket ship. So I just think out of anyone, especially if the whole line is based on Cybertron, you can have a ship which could travel to different planets. You know? I just would like to see Omega Supreme. If they do Scorponok at some point, I would love that. We got the Fortress Maximus. Come on. We got Cog already. Maybe they should do another Metroplex. Oh, that's another old joke. Starscream is Illuminati. Because triangle. I can't afford to buy another Metroplex. Wow. You will. I don't think it's going to be Metro Titan. Do I want to work for Cybertron Bumblebee? Not right now. We're just coming off of a Bumblebee movie toy line and Cyberverse where the main character is Bumblebee. And we're going to have another Bumblebee toy in Studio Series. I don't want more Bumblebees right now. Just stop it. Even though I know we're going to get a Masterpiece Bumblebee again, apparently. I do like my Masterpiece Bumblebee that I got right now from the movies. It's a cool little figure. Don't you just love it when you say a joke is old and terrible and people keep repeating the joke like, oh, if I repeat the joke, maybe it'll be good. And it's like, no, it's not. But what if I do it again, ironically? Then you're just repeating the joke. But this time I'm doing it ironically because you said you don't like it. Okay, you're still repeating the joke and it's still bad. But I'm doing it ironically. Yeah, how many times do people do that? And it's still not funny? Yeah, but I'm doing it ironically based on the fact that it's ironic. It's just not funny. It's like Hasbro opened the beehive. Oh. Some people should buy Bionicle. Kanoko. I thought these were Rotuka discs. Yeah, Kanoka was the discs. So why did? Okay, that's weird. Oh, sweet! It combines with Matau. Cool, I got that. Um, I just remembered that a long time ago. I saw one of these and I thought, wow, I wanted it, never got it. Now I have it. What a great story! I want the Shockwave Soundwave clip for toys from the Bumblebee movie. You don't even know if they're going to be good. Yeah. All right. Well, that is pretty much it. I'm tired. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just exhausted. This is kind of a lame live stream, but I am trying to get back into it. Trying to get back into doing other stuff, although I'm still kind of wanting to do my own thing and take my own time into doing whatever. Because something is coming up to where I need to focus on something, and it's not related to my YouTube channel. So don't think, oh, is it misfortune? No, it's personal shit. So I need to focus down on that. But yeah, I'm gonna head out right now. So with that out of the way, that's pretty much it. I will try and record that Studio Series video where I talk about that wave. But with that out of the way, that's pretty much it. So I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. And I will see you guys next time. Oh, I went to a wedding. Forgot to talk about that. Yeah, went to my uncle's wedding. It was great. And I grabbed one of the fish. Yeah, you can. Apparently at the wedding they had fish that you can take home, and I took one. It's a beta fish. I named him Kevin, and you can see the images online on Twitter. I posted it somewhere that you can see Kevin. So there's that. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads, and I'll see you guys next time. Ooh.